RIP to David Rosen, one of the co-founders of SEGA. SEGA posted a memorial to him on their X account today. They said, "We are deeply saddened to learn of the passing of David Rosen, one of the founders of SEGA and a true pioneer in the video game industry. SEGA would like to offer its condolences to the family, friends, and acquaintances of Mr. Rosen, and we will always remember his contributions to our company." Yeah, he died on Christmas Day. He was 95. I mean, he lived a full life, obviously, but it's still very, very sad. Now, here's some more information on David Rosen, and it shows just how important this guy has been to the video game industry. From Tom's Hardware, SEGA co-founder David Rosen passed away on Christmas Day. 95-year-old former U.S. airman helped set up SEGA after his service ended in Japan. So he helped set SEGA up in 1960. He was one of the co-founders of SEGA. His funeral took place on January 2nd in California. Rosen founded SEGA after staying in Japan after he completed his Air Force service in the Far East. Most will know SEGA as a Japanese video game company as per the Wikipedia page dedicated to the company, so it might come as a surprise that SEGA isn't a Japanese word, but a portmanteau of service games. That is true. Instead of returning to his hometown, New York, or even the USA after the war, he decided to stay in Japan and start a business. His early dealings in the recovering post-war nation are focused on bringing Japanese art to the American market and operating a chain of photo studios in Japan. It's very wild to see the history of a lot of these video game companies or toy companies. They usually start out doing something very different from what they become known for. I mean, Nintendo used to sell cards, right? like playing cards. By the 50s, Rosen began to see an increase in disposable income among the Japanese, so he thought it was a good idea to import coin-operated amusement machines from the US. Despite 200% import fees on these machines, the bet paid off, with machines being paid off within 2 months. SEGA Enterprises was formed when Nihon Garako Busan, founded in Hawaii by Martin Bromley and Richard Stewart, and operating in Japan under the name Service Games, merged with Rosen Enterprises, which had then become a major importer of coin-op machines. So the first SEGA-branded game is thought to be Periscope from 1966, and the rest is history. But yeah, Rosen took SEGA back to the US in person in 1986 when he agreed to form SEGA of America. He stayed there until his retirement in 1996, overseeing the launch of all of its major game consoles up through the SEGA Saturn. So it is pretty cool that SEGA wound up being bigger in the US in a lot of ways than it was in Japan, at least in the console market. So RIP, what do you guys think? Leave a comment.